So, sorry, the question was, once Commissioner McCarty gets the data, will it just represent Florida, or will it be the whole national view? Yeah.
Maybe I can just, and I don't have a complete answer for this, and certainly my answer to this does not reflect an official view from FEMA on it, but I'll give you my observations based on the conversations we've been having. I know they're already instituting rules by which they will be able to share data with reinsurers when it comes to the purpose of buying reinsurance. They have been very concerned about issues of protecting personally identifiable information, and even more so following some of the hacking situations the federal government's been dealing with over the past year. I personally think that we stressed with them the need that the data's got to get out there if they want to see these solutions come out. There's some practical issues, though, with doing that. For instance, if I just take the policy level information, right, if you put that out in its raw form and you asked 6 different reinsurers to take a look at that and go through an augmentation process and then come back with answers, you're going to get 6 different answers. So the portfolio and the size of the portfolio, I think they've got to get their head around how to go about an augmentation process so that when they're coming out with data, they're giving it to everybody in a consistent framework. Again, the information that we worked with, it was policy level information. It was good information. It's information everyone will be able to work with. It's not pristine information, nor was the information our industry provided to people right in the aftermath of Hurricane Andrew pristine. But it's good and it can be worked with and it's going to get better. So I hope that answers.
And I just, we really have to have the entire national data in order for you to do a comparison of Florida losses to the larger losses to see about relative rate.
Great. So maybe just a quick wrap up before we go to break. So under the theme of the time is now, and this is a unique opportunity for us, I think the fact that we're even exploring solutions around the NFIP speaks to where we are in this conversation. I mean, there is no more daunting opportunity, frankly, but also challenge for us. But we also have had a great deal of success around the world in forging public-private partnerships. At Guy Carpenter, we have the good fortune of being able to work with over 100 public sector clients. Those are government-mandated, government-sponsored, or government-financed entities around the globe. From workers' comp, to terror, to earthquake, to wind pools across the U.S., to terror, flood, earthquake, and general cat pools throughout the rest of the world. These relationships have afforded us the opportunity to see firsthand what can work, from understanding the benefits needed for every constituent to constructing the financing of risk through public funding, insurance, reinsurance, and capital markets. I wanted to just spend a minute to talk about a recent success, it's actually ongoing, of a public-private partnership at work. So the UK had experienced significant and consistent flood activity over many years. The result, which isn't unique to the UK market, was that private flood capacity had dissipated from certain areas, and the UK government had stepped in to fill the void. Pricing was subsidized and was well below technical levels. The UK government was also continuously deepening their financial hole as losses accumulated and the insufficient premiums weren't even close to covering the loss expectations. In an effort to finally reverse that trend and reintroduce private capital and capacity into the UK market, the UK government sponsored the creation of Flood Re. After 5 years of analysis and activity, Flood Re is finally scheduled to launch in the spring of 2016. And the program balances many of the tenets we've been talking about so far: affordable coverage for consumers, increased availability and choice, transition to risk-reflective pricing over a period of years, and the creation of a level playing field for private markets to enter and exit. Guy Carpenter served a role throughout the process, including the in-progress placement of over £4 billion of reinsurance capacity to protect the pool. So in conclusion, there is a wealth of research that shows that governments around the world are already stretched beyond their current means. And that's even before the recognition of some otherwise potentially insurable risks that they assume. There's also a wealth of research that supports the notion that public-private partnerships, that is pre-event risk financing, leads to faster and more sustainable economic recoveries. Our own experience at Guy Carpenter would certainly support the notion that more and more governments around the world at the state and federal level are reaching out to explore the implementation of public-private partnerships. But in order to be successful, any conceived venture will require true partnerships and a long-term horizon. And I think the commitment that Senator Brandis has shown, and from the folks in the room today, it's a significant first step towards the goal of creating that long-term sustainable solution for Florida. So with that, we're going to take a break. If we could, say 15 minutes, and then we'll get back in with the program. Thanks very much.